It's your host, Holly, and it's time for a little teaser talk.
Incarceration, America's rock, metal, and tattoo festival with Slipknot. Falling in Reverse, Five Finger Death Punch. Plus Marilyn Manson, 3 Days Grace, Beartooth, Knocked Loose, Lamb of God, Parkway Drive, I Prevail, In This Moment, and so many more. Report to the Ohio State Reformatory on July 18th through 20th, 2025 to face your sentencing. 3 days of rock, tattoos, and the return of the Haunted Blood Prison. Passes for Incarceration are on sale now at incarceration.com.
Happy Teaser Talk Tuesday, everyone. I am very stoked, excited, thrilled to have a very awesome friend with me from all the way in Australia. What's up, DC?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you again.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you. I can't wait to catch up. And I appreciate you hopping on the podcast because we met like 2 years ago.
We did.
2-3 years ago at Rocklahoma. And I'm super excited because you might be my first. I know you guys were on the podcast with Whisky, Snakebite Whisky a couple years ago, but you're like my first like solo Australian guest. So welcome.
Oh, what an honor.
I still have, you guys gave me this little koala bear. I still have that in my little memory box over there. So a little bit
Amazing.
of Australia is my bedroom.
A trail of miniature koalas around the world.
Well, you got one in Oklahoma. It's in my bedroom.
Awesome.
So it's a little creeper. Awesome. So yeah, for everyone tuning in who aren't aware of who you are, so I'm super excited because you play in the band Snakebite Whisky. You guys are Australian based, rock and roll, like literally the definition of rock and roll. My first impression for you guys when I met you at Rocklahoma a few years ago is it was probably like around 11, maybe noonish, let's say 1 o'clock. And you guys strolled up there on brand with a bottle of whiskey. And I'm like, these guys know how to party. So let's catch up since then, because when I met you, you were with the band, not necessarily performing with the band, but you were there as their entourage or their guest, if you will. And now you're playing in it. So tell me how all that went down and catch me up in 2 years. Ready, set, go.
Yeah. That was the universe steering me into a direction that I didn't expect, but now I'm absolutely in love with. So, I knew some of the guys in the band, but wasn't in the band. The band were playing Rocklahoma Festival a few years ago and suggested that I come along. There's a whole bunch of bands on the lineup that I was really keen to see. Pantera were headlining that year, and I missed them in the heyday. So it was getting another chance to see them was kind of a big appeal, and obviously getting to hang out with the guys, for a long weekend. Oh, and going on the rock and roll party train for that festival, which is obviously known for that, was a huge reason to jump on a plane and get myself to Tulsa. So yeah, and that kind of weekend just was laying the foundations back, basically. And it wasn't long after that US tour finished that we started to have some conversations, and one thing led to another, led to a few jams, hanging out a bit more, and kind of a year and a half later, and now I'm kind of in the band, and we've written a bunch of new music, and we've been to a lot of international destinations, played a lot of shows in Australia. So yeah, it's amazing what just saying yes to a random music festival weekend on the other side of the world can do for a huge change in direction for your life. So I'm got a real soft spot for Rocklahoma and that community for sure.
I'm just like blown away because, obviously Rocklahoma is epic, as everyone who's been there knows. And if you guys haven't been there, book it September. It's like the Labor Day weekend party in Oklahoma. But I'm just blown away because it's like this little state in America that has like this random festival in the BFE, and it changed your life. So I'm thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And I honestly went in with, I've been to lots of music festivals, as a fan, around the world, and love the camping vibe and the whole, essence of what music festivals are about, and that kind of shared sense of camaraderie and the party and with the music as the kind of backbone for those sort of connections. But yeah, I went to Rocklahoma with no expectations and then came away absolutely convinced that it is one of the best music festival cultures in the world.
Yeah, you loved it so much you came back the next year, which was last year. So I saw you.
Yeah, that was
too.
Absolute no-brainer. Scuba, the other guitar player, and I, we just kind of, in the months leading up to it, we just looked at each other and we're like, we're going again, right? And it was like, of course. And we booked our flights and booked a glamping tent and did it all again without any kind of pressure of playing or needing to do any of the other things, and just really kind of soak it up and get on the rock bus and party on the roof there and have someone make you tacos in the campsite at 3 o'clock in the morning and just go on that train. It was awesome.
There for sure. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, man, if I get food poisoning, this is going to be the location, but always come through.
The food poisoning doesn't survive the volume of Jack Daniels that's on board. So
right.
It's usually okay.
That killed it off. Well, awesome. Well, you guys have been busy since then. You guys were like in Japan, right? Is what from what I remember.
Yeah, we did 5 shows in Japan.
Vicariously through your Instagram. So, what have you been up to with the band since you've been performing, leading up to today, which is in May? Yeah,
well, a lot of Aussie shows playing different cities here. We did Japan, so we did a 5 show tour of Japan, which was incredible, just to take what we do into that scene and see how the clash of the rock and roll party and energy and exuberance that is Snakebite, and take that to the kind of the polite, sort of understated culture of Japan, and test the waters there. It was our first time playing there, but the people came out. We just everyone had a great time, and they're highly respectful and appreciative of a band like us taking the time and effort to travel there and jump on the bullet train and move around the country with a whole bunch of guitars and gear and set up and play big rock shows. And it was great. Tokyo was super fun. It was in like a basement sort of location just off Shibuya Crossing, and a big sign out the front saying Aussie band Snakebite Whisky, and a whole total mismatch of Japanese people who are into rock coming out and partying, but also just Aussie tourists walking past sort of saying, oh, that'll be fun, and coming down. So Tokyo was a blast.
I love it. What was your favorite? Do you have a funny or favorite tour story when you guys were there in Tokyo you could share?
We went to a really famous restaurant in Tokyo, which people would be familiar with from the Kill Bill movie. It's where they shot one of the famous scenes in Kill Bill, and I've been there before when I've kind of holidayed in Japan, so I kind of took the band there. But with Stacey's enormous mohawk and the rest of the guys kind of look and aesthetic, we kind of walked in like fish out of water, and the very exuberant manager kind of came running up to us and sort of started hugging us and instantly bringing us trays of shots without asking, and then asking for us to pose for photos in the middle of the restaurant and things like that for their wall. We went from kind of being a little bit kind of dusty and having a slow day and trying to get ourselves motivated to walking into that place and having the whole world turn around, through energy. And that basically kickstarted an incredible night. But the having, like, standing in the middle of a packed restaurant on a Saturday night and having photos with the manager just seemed to unlock this queue of people wanting to have photos. I'm sure none of them knew who Snakebite Whisky were, but for some reason it seemed like a cool idea to have photos. So we ended up posing for photos with probably half the restaurant while trying to eat our yakitori and continue the shots. But that was a fun night.
Yeah, you guys went from, like you said, kind of a slow start to like being the star of the show. Like, that's awesome. I can only imagine. Yeah, because like everyone who's listening in, and if you guys are listening to the audio, like just go on Instagram and go ahead and follow Snakebite Whiskey because you guys can see like their aesthetics. I could see how you guys would definitely stand out in a restaurant for sure in Tokyo.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We couldn't go down any of the streets. Like we went to Osaka and Nagoya and Kobe, but going to Kyoto, which is such a quaint, like authentic kind of Japanese village town, and then having us kind of wander through the main street, fish out of water for sure. And so attention grabbing. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
I love that. Awesome. So you guys did the whole like Australia takes over Tokyo tour, if you will.
Yeah.
What else do you guys have coming up? Do you have
it was the Whiskey and Sake tour, we called it.
I love that. That's so much fun. So do you guys have a US tour coming up, or you guys been in the States yet?
Not yet. So kind of between Japan and now, we've been hard at work on album number 3. Nice. We did put a single out last year, and we do have a new single in the works. We've got a music video we're shooting in a couple of weeks. So in the next, probably not next month, but kind of July, there'll be a anthemic new rock tune to for everyone to rock out to and learn the words to sing along to. So it's really fun. We're really proud of it. So it's going to be a good time to get that one into people's ears. But then and we got a few more shows. We're heading down to Adelaide, which is actually my hometown where I'm from in Australia. So that'll be fun to go back. See if I can. Not sure I'll get my grandparents and aunties and uncles out to the show, but certainly a lot of friends will come out and party. And then a few more shows in and around Brisbane where we're from. Nice. And then August is all about America for us. We're coming back. We've got our biggest tour of the US planned, and got a bunch of exciting things sort of in the works and happening there. Starting in LA and then moving around and then down to Texas and obviously Rocklahoma in the middle of it all, which is just super exciting.
So you were in when you guys were playing at Rocklahoma 2 years ago.
Yep.
You guys right after then went to LA, and from what I remember, it was a handful of you guys' first time going to LA. How did it all go down? And are you guys going to the same venues?
Yeah, well, I wasn't in the band then. So
did you head with them over there too? Because I think did they play?
I think I came back earlier, but Steve did. So Steve stayed on, and they our band is born out of the essence of 80s Sunset Strip. So you guys are in your element.
They were definitely in your element. So are you guys hitting the same areas after in August?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So we are actually playing the Whisky as our first show of the US tour. So dream come true stuff for a lifelong rocker. So it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few beverages at the Rainbow and hit the Strip and
Viper Room's always a good one too to hit there. This is like kind of my favorites. Like those are like the non-negotiables. Anytime I'm in LA, I have to hit the Strip and hit all those iconic places.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, we've got a few days there before we hit Vegas. So we're gonna make the most of it for sure.
I can only imagine you guys in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous
for you.
No, it's gonna be fun. No, we no matter how crazy it gets, there's always a way to get through it and get to the next thing. So that's
like true rock and rollers for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Awesome. Yeah, it's good fun.
Well, I'm super excited to see you guys back on stage in, I guess it is end of August, September for Rocklahoma. And this is teaser talk. So what can you tease us with? Some kind of things that we can look forward to. Obviously, you already said new music, new album dropping out, tours. Is there anything else that we can kind of let listeners and fans kind of get a sneak peek behind the scenes of?
Yeah, well, we're playing on the Sunday of Rocklahoma this year, and we're playing kind of mid-afternoon, I think it is. So and there's no clashes. So I think the whole point, one of the best things about Rocklahoma is that all there's no bands on at the same time. So we just we're there. We're going to come for the whole weekend and party. So we'll be everywhere at Rocklahoma, and so we'll be trying to get as many people out to watch us on the Sunday as possible. It'll be a different show to last time, but the last time Snakebite played Rocklahoma was one guitar band, and we're now a 2-guitar band that has kind of really added a level of energy to our sound. It's gone thicker, it's gone bigger, it's gone louder, it's gone more energetic than it's always been energetic over the years, but it's now even more energetic. So we definitely don't leave anything in the tank for a Snakebite show. So I think people can definitely expect to have their afternoon transform. So no matter how hungover they are from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday excesses of Rocklahoma, we'll be the ones to kickstart the day and get everyone ready for the final push into Sunday. So
The last
there'll
day
definitely
to
be new
rally.
songs, definitely be new music played. There'll definitely be a few of the hits played, and we're just we're super psyched. Can't wait.
Well, I am super excited. I'll start hydrating now, so I can
Yes.
be
Yeah.
I can be well ready for the whiskey and the shenanigans, because they always come hot and heavy when you guys
Yeah.
show up into I would say the States, Oklahoma, wherever. You guys bring
Yeah.
it all the time. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I expect a very large volume of people to come and have shots with us at the merch stand afterwards. So.
Well, I will be there, and I will recruit. I'll get like one of those waving inflatable arm costumes, and I'll wave it in front.
Yes.
Bring all the people in.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. That's going to be good. It's going to be really,
Man.
really good.
I cannot wait. I'm super stoked. I'm super excited. And I'm thrilled to see like the evolution, just knowing you guys for a couple of years, to see how you guys evolve, like you said, sound wise, but also you being a part of the band now, and just really see you guys grow even more so in this short period of time. I'm stoked to see you guys back on stage in Rocklahoma.
No, for sure. No, we can't wait. And this is how the world works. Like, we're playing other shows kind of around Texas and some other places with bands that we met, at Rocklahoma 2 years ago. Which is just awesome that sort of just shows that the power of the rock community. It's I always have concerns about people getting glued to their phones and social media and music being driven by an algorithm rather than a trip to a record store where you can bump shoulders with other music fans. And I really feel like live music, live shows, and in particular festivals are the kind of the last line of resistance before we're all robots being fed fed by the machine. So and just being able to play shows, we're playing shows with Bad Allison and Even in Death, and a bunch of other local bands around that we've kind of met along our travels, that you don't that doesn't happen unless you go out and chat to people and talk to the person next to you at the bar and bring someone a random shot of whiskey that you've never met before. It's a perfect conversation starter in our world, and I think that's what we thrive on. We'll write music at home in our studio spaces, and we'll do our thing in our little Snakebite bubble, but we live for just getting out and seeing people, meeting new people, and just having a good time. Like, what else have we got? Like that's we put in the hard work, to do our rehearsals and write as good a music as we can, and we spend hours, tinkering with mixes and masters and sound, and we care deeply about the music that we put out, and we want to put out really, really good, fun, high energy, catchy rock and roll, and that's great. But it's not until we get out and start to just have those conversations before or after a show that we're like, this is why we do this. This is what all that hard work's about. And make and grow those connections.
Absolutely. And I'm thrilled to hear that you guys are playing with Bad Allison and Even in Death. Are you guys having a San Antonio show by chance?
We are. Yep.
Beautiful. I might have to come down there. I might get like a
Yeah,
double dose of. I might take double shots of whiskey, one in Rocklahoma, one in
yeah.
San Antonio, because those guys and gals with Bad Allison are amazing, and I've been wanting to catch one of their shows in their hometown, and I just haven't made it down there just yet. So
August 25th.
August 25th, I'm going to add it my calendar as soon as we hop off of here
Yeah.
because
It's not announced yet, so there's an exclusive for you.
oh, there's a good teaser, you guys. Take that one. Put that into your calendar. That's awesome. Well, DC, I appreciate you so much. For those who are listening in and they haven't got that shot of snakebite whiskey, where is the best place for everyone to stay up with your guys' shenanigans and to follow the band?
Yeah, we're definitely. I mean, Instagram is great. I've got a pretty big Facebook following as well. The obviously Apple Music, Spotify. The latest song that we put out, Tombstone Blues, is a kick-ass music video for that on YouTube. Probably start there because that's the kind of probably the latest iteration, and then work your way backwards. All of the music videos are on YouTube, and it's just Snakebite Whiskey. All of our handles are the same, so pretty easy to find.
Beautiful. I love it. You guys listening in, if you guys aren't following them, do yourself a favor and do so, because like I said, I've enjoyed keeping up with you guys virtually through all of your trips and tours and shenanigans. And you know what? You're talking about like music videos and stuff. You guys should totally shoot one in Rocklahoma. That should be a snippet of your guys' music video somewhere.
Yeah, no,
I could hold the boom mic. I can be your camera girl, boom mic, something, and we can start it off. You guys walk into the Walmart.
Yeah. Classic. No. What we can do is we can walk into Prior Liquor. Is what we can do.
There we go. Oh, and buy all the whiskey. I love
that is visiting there, signing the wall. That's now tradition. So we're looking forward to doing that on the way in.
Well, maybe I'll make a bootleg makeshift music video. Might not ever hit, official YouTube channel, but
we're getting better at the content stuff. We kind of find ourselves living the experience, and I guess we're probably not we're just that little bit older, so we're not of that ultra sharing, share every second, and obviously a lot of it's not generally for the masses. So we're kind of we're getting better at it, we'll certainly the US tour will it'll be worth following because there'll be shenanigans, and we'll be capturing a lot of it and sharing it on the socials along the way, like we did in Japan. So.
I love it. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I know it's already May, so we got June, July, August. We just have 3 or 4 months. I can't wait. It'll be
crazy.
Before we know it.
It's crazy. Yeah, and we've got a lot to do between now and then as well. So I'm actually Scuba Steve and I are actually heading over to Birmingham for the Black Sabbath final show, which is I'm a little bit nervous about the emotions of something like that. So it's obviously it's just we feel absolutely privileged to have got tickets to that, and we're gonna make a week of it in London, and go guitar shopping on Denmark Street, and then make our way up to Birmingham, and soak up the atmosphere of the final time seeing Ozzy and the boys.
Yeah, you guys are living the dream. I know it's crazy to see these iconic bands that are resting, if you will. I just came back from what was it? Oh my gosh, it's slipping my head all of a sudden. Oh, Sonic Temple. And Metallica was there. They headlined 2 nights. Both nights they played 2.5-hour sets. It was crazy. And then on one of the nights too, Ministry played, and it was that was kind of their last. I feel like this year's going to be their last year from the announcement they made. So catching those people while we can.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a Metallica tour here later in the year, which it's been a long time since they were here. So
they're incredible.
We're looking forward to that.
Good stuff. Well, DC, thank you again so much for tuning in all the way from Australia. I always appreciate your time, and
no worries.
Can't wait to see you guys soon. Before we head off of this podcast, any last words, things you want to share with the fans?
Yeah, well, I think just stay tuned to the socials for the dates for the US, wherever you are in America. If we're coming through, just come and party. If you're looking for a night out of fun, yeah, we'll be on stage and we'll be playing and we'll be blowing the doors off it. But like I said, it'll be the pre-show beers and the post-show whiskeys, and we will make it a damn good night. So yeah, if you can come out and play with us, then yeah, we'd very much like to meet everybody. And yeah, just so stay tuned on the socials for the dates. They'll be coming very, very soon.
Can't wait. And I will just verify they absolutely party. So he is not making any broken promises. So you guys make sure to be on the lookout, follow them, and catch one of the shows because they are truly epic. Thanks so much. And I can't wait to see you guys soon.
See you soon. Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Teaser Talk. Head over to teasertalk.com to subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. Until next week, keep rocking.